Thank you for joining me on the I Am Maggie Love channel, and I am Maggie. I am so grateful that you joined me for this time. I really appreciate it. I can feel it as you kind of hop in and out of the channel and or the flow, however you want to put it. It's like a connection, and I just look forward to hearing how you are gifted. I look forward to hearing the prosperity in your life and every wonderful thing for you. So what we are doing is, when you do get a chance, please hit subscribe and like, and I would love to hear your positive comments. Okay, this is what we're doing is slow crawl through the magic of everyday life with Maria Szepes. And we are currently in chapter 10, and we'll be wrapping it up this session. So chapter 10 is how to create a pleasant atmosphere around us. Ooh, love it. Okay, here we go. We have already discussed the creative effects of thoughts, and that thoughts themselves are matter. So, guys, if somebody farts in a room, do you know it? Usually, yes. Even though you can't see it, that who smelt it dealt it. Even though you cannot see it, you can smell it. It's in the room. Usually, people know somebody dropped something. So it's the same thing as thoughts. Thoughts are matter as well. I mean, thoughts can come out of the mind and bump right into you. So we know. And if you don't know, now you know. Okay, our brains work the same way as a radio station. Ooh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to say something about that. I used to talk with staff departments that I ran, and I used to tell them that, if you're in 100.5 positivity, but you're tuning into 97.8 negativity, you're going to be tuned in the station of negativity. You have to tune up. I'm all the way up. You want to tune up to 100.5, and that's when you're going to start tuning in to that positive vibration. So, what are you tuning into as you are a radio station, but you're also someone tuning into radio stations, okay? So, our brain works the same way a radio station. Every dark, destructive thought is equivalent to a short wave signal of a similar vibration. Yeah, remember what I said? You can bump into a thought. While excellent receiving stations are at work in the layers of the deep subconscious, right? Excellent receiving station. That means that the subconscious is constantly taking in thoughts, vibrations, energies, feelings. Yeah, we're more aware than we want, and that's why part of the goal is to dumb oneself down through, or dull oneself, or numb oneself through alcohol, which alcohol, it cores out the spirit, like how alcohol is used to extract the essence of an essential oil. It can be used that way. It also extracts us, and the spirit goes far out. It's tethered out, waiting for us, to be done being drunk. And other things can hop into our ride and, do things. But, okay. While excellent receiving stations that work in the layers of the deep subconscious, always taking in information, we can have no thought of a certain feeling or intensity without our conscious environment making a note of it. So in nursing, a lot of times, whether a person was paralyzed, sedated, intubated, knocked out, I always spoke to them. And sometimes I would have people laugh at me and think this was stupid. And I would tell them, no, the spirit and the consciousness is in there, and it is taking notes of everything. Just like, somebody might go out and have a hard night, get drunk, and not remember the elements, like the movie Hangover, and then have to be sort of reminded by clues or somebody else telling them. It's the same way, whether you're out, the mind and the spirit is always taking notes and knows. We can have no thought of a certain feeling or intensity without our conscious environment making a note of it. Hatred, jealousy, malicious intent, and envy present quite a vehement emotional charge. And that's why it's really important to be emotionally regulated and to trust the feelings in your body. Like if you're dysregulated, you want to get regulated. Richard Grandin's work is excellent at that. And you want to, like, energy healing, Hands of Light, the Brennan School, and all the energy healers, that's one of the things we do. We try to help you get in your body, feel your feelings, and know what's going on, because that's your guidance system. And if it's dysregulated, then you're going to go into unsafe situations, kind of like la 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 la. And no, you cannot la 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 in dangerous situations. But sometimes we get trained to feel comfortable in dangerous situations. Like we talked about that too. You kind of get like an addiction, or you kind of get comfortable. You start to get comfortable and you wonder, why am I always attracting all this crap? Because I was, around this crap a lot. It's trained my vibration to think this is normal. It's not. So as we regulate ourselves, we clean out these wounds, we start to really trust our inner guidance system, because it's got messages for you to keep you safe. A passionate person sends out extremely strong thought waves. Sending you love. This is the cause for that overwhelming, repellent sensation that certain people evoke from sensitive individuals. Okay, let's say that again. This is the cause for that overwhelming, repellent sensation that certain people evoke from sensitive individuals. So sensitive individuals, they get exhausted easily because they sense, feel, sometimes taste, smell. We are able to, we're not just taking in what the physical environment. There's a lot of times a lot energetically going on, spiritual realms, and we can see them. We can taste them, we can touch them, we can smell them, we can hear them, So, equilibrium harmony steeped in a neutral, pure, good intention emits low frequency waves, which creates restfulness, calm, joy. Joy is a high frequency, and these thought waves stimulate. Both are healing in effect and result in the peaceful psychic coexistence of human beings. On this note, I would just like to tell you, if you are dialed up to all kinds of like pain and fear and stress, I really encourage you to go to Reality Revolution, Brian Scott, and look up his meditation. He has a meditation for everything. If you have no money, there's large sums of money. If you're sick, there's a Bliss Body meditation. If you are challenged with the Bible, there's Neville Goddard. There's everything there. And I was going through one of the, it's funny, but I was going through quite a bit. I was really under a lot of stress. My body was recovering from being poisoned, and everything was just really, really stressed, and there was a lot going on. And I found Brian Scott and the Reality Revolution and started listening to things. And because, the Holy Spirit told me, hey, you gotta, even though the situation's tough and hard, you are going to have to dial yourself down. You're going to have to find that peaceful place. And in that process, in that prayer, I found Brian Scott and Reality Revolution. And slowly by slowly, just by listening, but once you start listening, you're going to be listening a lot more. It really does start to calm you, recalculate your vibration. Now, one thing I just want to say is that we do need to be cautious of people trying to get you to fall into slave mindset where you're just doing things and you're just hypnotized. A lot of us are so asleep, we're trying to wake you up. And one thing I love about Brian Scott is I genuinely feel that his heart and his intention is to uplift your life, not to program and control you or hurt you or anything. He is really trying to help you uplift. He doesn't charge anything for these readings, these meditations. He's been gifting the community so much. So I'm just saying, watch who you're listening to, watch the music you're listening to, watch the social media you're listening to. Be careful, because like we said, the consciousness is picking it all up. But if you're in those places, you're going to need to take that time to go within. A lot of people in this state are not able to sit still and quiet and just be into the silence, like Neville Goddard says. So I recommend you work with Brian Scott's Reality Revolution meditations, and Joe Dispenza's meditations are the bomb too, man. The Body Temple one, it's on fire. But I'm just saying, like, do what you need to do. Be aware. Do not put any teachers on a pedestal. As long as we're in skin, we'll sin too. We will miss the mark. Okay, but yes. Equilibrium harmony, steeped in neutral, pure, good intentions, emits low frequency waves, which create restfulness, calm. Joy is a high frequency. These thoughts waves stimulate. Both are healing in effect and result in the peaceful psychic coexistence of human beings. Joy of the Lord is our strength. You ever been around somebody filled with joy? Ooh, it's great. Of course, not when if you're trying to go to sleep. I mean, I guess it's good if you're going to sleep, but I'm just saying, like, I love to be around other people who are joyful, and then we go and work on a project together. It's like left foot, right foot, everything just happening, and you don't even, and the universe is there, so you that third mind's always showing up in your group, and the projects always come out spectacular. Passionate, destructive feelings and thoughts infect, debilitate, and vampirize. The emanation of passion is similar to an overwhelming, sweet, heady fragrance. Oof, yeah, I know I don't mean to pick on anybody. Have you ever had that when somebody, I might even be guilty of this too, where you have a fragrance on and it's not pleasant to some and pleasant to others. We have to just remember where our chemistry is so different, our senses are so different, and it's set up that way on purpose. But anyway, it excites, eroticizes, and in the end causes a headache. Passions boil into swampy vapors and fevers. No one tolerates being close to them for long because they become ill and run down from it. Sooner or later, the soul's healthy instinct compels everyone to flee from the nearest of such an individual, right? So the person might be so infected, debilitating, vampirized. So sucks your life out of you, sucks the blood out of you, blah blah blah. But it kind of can be consistent with an overwhelming, sweet, heady fragrance, which ultimately makes everybody sick, right? Everything in balance. So through constructive inner conduct and radiating beautiful ideas of a higher order, there it is again, we resonate deep receptive strings of correspondence in our environment. Much like plucking the strings of a harp. Ooh, I guess like that. I guess it's like more like that, right? Harps are so amazing, guys. I met a amazing world harpist. Ooh, two actually. But okay, like plucking the strings of a harp, when placed next to another, calls the other to sound as well. We know this happens in guitars. We know this happens in musical instruments. It hits a resonant field and it starts strumming the guitar, starts strumming the harp, and whatever else. And it does it with crystal bowls, and it does it with us. This is the secret of creating an agreeable environment. All right, wasn't that great? I'm glad that you're hanging in there, and so please, if you do get a chance, subscribe and like. I would love to hear your comments. Hit me up on any of the things that might have been a point that helped you. Something that you're going to do to make the environment more positive around you or within yourself. I'd really like to know. It's really a fun time getting to talk to you here. Well, when you do get a chance, I will see you again here. Thank you so much for joining me. And remember, peace in, peace